Hello everybody, Jessica here. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you're new here, please consider clicking that like and subscribe button. So I have finished this paper bag journal and I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm actually going to be making another one next, but the next one I make is going to be for me. And I'll tell you about that in a second. So anyway, this is the cover. I have repositioned, I've covered the handles in fabric and repositioned them so that this whole thing is like a little, like you can carry it around with you. And it's got this beautiful, lovely fabric cover that is both glued and sewn on to the paper bag. I will link the first video right there on how I made the cover. It has 4 signatures that are sewn through, and both the cover, and you can see I've attached some stuff into the front pocket, and the back cover are big pockets that you can hold things in. I mean, there are 4 signatures in here and stuff in the pockets, and there is still so much room to grow in here. So I've got some lace on the front, and as I said, I've thrown some extra bits and pieces into that front pocket and some stuff in some envelopes for a surprise. I'm going to leave the front cover blank, and you can always add glue stuff on if you like, but I'm thinking if someone's going to be carrying this around and traveling with it, then you don't want like something there to get caught or stuck or ruined. So I'm going to leave it blank. Plus, I love the fabric. So there's another layer of fabric on the inside cover, also glued and adhered to the paper bag and sewn around. It's all sewn around the edges. And here are my 4 signatures. It was tall and wide, so a lot of them, I've got a lot of 12 by 12 papers, but I've got a lot of papers that have been kind of Franken-papered together. So I have some of these faux leaves. This one, I think I actually sewed, is that just more than one? Nope, that's just one. Leaves there. I have a whole variety of papers. This is some paper that I have inked and then, what's it called? Heat embossed some leaves on. This is a piece of the new Tracy Fox paper. That it's just beautiful, and it just went so well. So I have just stuck that in. This is some Florentine paper and some wallpaper. This is that painter's paper. This is some cardstock that I have inked and stamped. And there's a pocket with some bits and pieces in here. This is this could be a bookmark, but you could also turn it into a tuck or a belly band, or, and it is Edith Holden paper in a stamped tuck. So I've got lots of stamping throughout. This is a vellum flip. As I mentioned in the first video, I was mostly just going for green in this. So I have inked and stamped papers. This is some Modern Ledger paper that I've sewn together. Some more inked paper, some Edith Holden. Each of the signatures has some charms. This is some cute little acorns. And yeah, that's the general gist. This is a very cool little tuck. So the stamps in the back here are the new Tracy Fox stamps, but I've covered it in some 49 and Market acetate, so it looks like a double film strip. And that's that piece of Tracy Fox paper. Oh, it's just so cool. I love this little, it's an 8x8 paper pad, and it's just great for some extra journaling space or extra color or something that you can cut out on your own. Here's another tuck with just a piece of bubble printed paper, but this tuck is made from the Tracy Fox paper. Just checking to make sure you can see what I was talking about. This is some really interesting, this wallpaper has got a really interesting texture on the back. And then here I have stamped a whole bunch of the new Tracy Fox stamps on inked paper. So that looks really cool, and it's just got a little up tuck there. Lives in there. Here is the second signature. So you can see there's quite a bit of space in between the signatures for each signature to grow. The outer paper on these, this is $49 in market, as is this. Here's another little cluster tab. Some more stamped images on bubble printed paper. This pocket or tuck has got some beautiful little trim, little floral trim. Some more Italian Florentine paper of a different print. And again, so the content of each signature is fairly similar from signature to signature, but there is a lot of pages in here for you to collage, to paint, to journal. There's a lot of variety of things that you can do in this journal. This is a floating pocket, and these are slot pockets. So there are vellum pockets behind here. So if you put something small into this top pocket, it reaches a bottom, so you won't lose it into the back. You can't lose it into the back of the slot. And I did that because I knew I was going to close it up in back. Yep. And it has a paper clip built into it, so you can move that to other places within the journal if you so choose. Oops, I just paper clipped it to all those pages. And it stamps Florentine. Here's another tuck made from that inked and embossed paper, and I just have this $49 in market is so great because it's a great great journaling card in and of itself, and it's super thick. I love the $49 in market pages. So again, more $49 in market with some stencils on that side, my cluster tab. Here's a belly band of that same fabric that I've used for the cover, and more of that inked and embossed paper that I made, and some stamps for you to cut out. This is some really interesting ledger paper. It's real vintage antique ledger paper. Look at that cute snail. Can you see that cute snail? Oh, it's a Lavinia stamp. I love the Lavinia stamps. Here's an up flip with just a piece of cardstock offcut clipped onto the side of that page. This is a nice heavier cardstock, more of that ledger. Some more Edith. And here's another one of those floating, this one's got just wide enough for tags, a couple of tags in there. But these two also have a bottom, so you can't lose the tags behind. And this is made from some of that Tracy Fox paper. And it does have a back, and the paper clip is sewn on there with a little sari silk at the top. And again, movable, you can change where you keep that. More of the same kinds of things. Just fun places to do some creative stuff. I have a pocket here, and I've stuck in some of that $49 in market acetate that looks like film strips. So you could take some of the stamps that I've given you and make your own. Oh, I love how this page came out. I just love this inked and embossed. Oh, and stamped. Just love how that feels. And another cluster tab. Here is a very small tuck with a piece of, this is off of a Stamperia Into the Woods pad, I think it's called. More Florentine paper. This is a little bit of a flip from a book page. More inked papers and stamps and book pages. Here's another pocket. This doesn't have anything in it, so you can fill that yourself, but I may put a little cluster of things on there. 49, not 49. Edith Holden Stamperia. Here's the cards from that Stamperia pack in a Stamperia tuck, because they just kind of had the right colors. More papers and book pages and the back side of these things, and yet another tuck. This is actually a Crafts Consortium paper that I created that tuck with, and the fishies from that Stamperia pack. Gotta have some fishies. And that is that, and I keep touching it. You keep seeing me touch it just because it feels good. It's like so, it's just, there's something about the fabric and the brown paper of the paper bag that just is very tactile. It feels really good. And you can also see that pretty much wherever you are in this book, it lays quite nicely for you to work on either side. So whether you're at the front of the book or to the back of the book, that fabric binding allows it to lie quite flat. So it's going to be quite a pleasant book to work in throughout. So that is my kind of green naturey paper bag journal inspired by Barbara at 49 Dragonflies. Thank you, Barbara. And I will be getting this up on my Etsy hopefully in the next day or two. Today is Sunday, October, I don't know, something, 17, 18, something like that. But let me tell you about what I'm doing next. So I'm going to make another one of these. I'm going to make a smaller one for me, and it's going to be all about my new adventure. My husband and I are starting a new channel. I'm going to keep this one going, but I'm going to have a second channel called Out and About with Jess and Al. We're building a removable foam top camper topper for our trailer. And we're gonna, the building process is going up there, and then we're gonna take it camping. And our first camping trip will be middle of November for our 35th wedding anniversary. This is kind of like our wedding anniversary present to ourselves. And I'm going to keep a journal, and I'm going to journal about it too. So I will link the new channel or the new videos right there. And I hope you pop over and join us on our new endeavor. So have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe. Bye-bye.